Here is how the flagship electric supercars compare across performance goals, engineering philosophies, and design approach. Interior comparison. Both vehicles treat the interior as a high-tech, driver-focused cockpit, but they reflect fundamentally different ergonomic approaches. Porsche Mission X, purpose-built motorsport cockpit, asymmetric driver focus. The driver's seat shell is finished in Kalahari gray, while the passenger seat is finished in contrasting Andalas brown, physically emphasizing the driver as the central control hub. Integrated CFRP monocoque seats. The seat shells are integrated directly into the carbon fiber monocoque for maximum rigidity and weight reduction. They feature 6-point racing harnesses and customizable removable padding to accommodate driver helmet clearance. Canopy and Daytona windscreen, enclosed under a lightweight glass dome with a carbon exoskeleton. Inspired by Le Mans endurance racers, offering clear visibility around sharp turns. Displays and controls. Features a curved, driver-oriented instrument display, digital mirror displays, fed by side-mounted cameras, and a motorsport steering wheel with 4 integrated mode selector switches. Passenger stopwatch bayonet. Includes a dedicated bayonet mount on the passenger side dashboard where a custom Porsche design analog/digital timing module can be installed for lap timing and telemetry. Lexus LFA BEV, high-tech GT cocoon, driver-centric cocoon, designed like a luxury Grand Tourer crossed with a GT3 race car. The cabin uses a low-slung seating position with swept-back proportions to keep the center of gravity low. Yoke steering and steer-by-wire. Utilizes a open-top yoke steering wheel tied to Lexus's steer-by-wire system, eliminating physical steering column obstruction and providing direct variable ratio control. Tactile and simulated controls. Features a unique center console designed around simulated manual driving, including an optional physical gear selector lever and a simulated clutch pedal setup to give physical feedback during gear changes. Minimalist digital interface. Focuses on clean digital screens mounted directly behind the yoke and integrated HUD, heads-up display, projections, keeping distraction to a minimum. Design, aerodynamics and driving feel. Porsche Mission X, highly compact with a low-glass canopy and Le Mans-style butterfly doors inspired by the legendary Porsche 917. Its active aerodynamic system and massive underbody diffuser aim to generate more downforce than the Porsche 911 GT3Rs. Lexus LFA BEV employs a classical front mid-Grand Tourer silhouette with a long bonnet and low-slung roofline, 1,195 mm tall. Rather than relying heavily on synthetic engine audio, Lexus focuses on tactile feedback, including experimental simulated manual shifting and steering feedback tuned specifically for high-G cornering. Performance and power goals. Both brands are using these flagships to prove that battery power can deliver true track capability and raw driving emotion, but they approach performance targets differently. Porsche Mission X targets a 1:1 power-to-weight ratio, roughly 1 horsepower per kilogram. Expecting a total output of around 1,500 horsepower with an overall weight between 1,400 to 1,600 kilograms. Porsche's primary benchmark is shattering the road-legal Nürburgring Nordschleife lap record. Lexus LFA BEV targets a 0 to 100 km per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour, sprint in around 2 seconds. Drivetrain estimates point to a multi-motor layout pushing over 900 plus horsepower with all-wheel drive and direct torque vectoring. Battery architecture and charging technology. Porsche Mission X features a mid-battery layout positioned directly behind the seats, E-core architecture, to replicate the weight distribution of a traditional mid-engine hypercar like the 918 Spider. It runs on a 900-volt architecture, targeting charge speeds twice as fast as the Taycan Turbo S, 10 to 80% in roughly 10 minutes. Lexus LFA BEV, engineered around an aluminum-intensive chassis shared with Toyota's GR-GT platform. Lexus is using this model as a halo vehicle for next-generation solid-state battery technology, aiming for higher energy density, lower pack weight, and superior thermal management under heavy track load. Technical and powertrain architecture. Porsche Mission X. Weight distribution uses an E-core battery layout positioned directly behind the driver and passenger. This centers the vehicle's mass, mimicking the polar moment of inertia seen in mid-engine cars like the Carrera GT and 918 Spider. Electrical architecture utilizes a 900-volt architecture. This allows for rapid thermal dissipation under full track drain and cut in half charging times compared to existing Taycan platforms, 10% to 80% charge in 10 minutes. Power and weight strategy focuses on a strict target of 1 PS, 0.98 HP, per kilogram. Porsche prioritizes chassis weight reduction over inflating battery pack size. Lexus LFA BEV battery strategy serves as Toyota/Lexus's flagship testbed for solid-state battery technology. Solid-state cells offer higher energy density and lighter packaging, enabling the car to maintain a classic low-slung GT profile without compromising driving range or overheating. Chassis architecture, built on an adapted aluminum-intensive space frame platform, shared with Toyota's GR-GT program, with a front mid-motor configuration. Drivetrain setup leverages direct 4 all-wheel drive vectoring, allowing independent torque control at each wheel to simulate rear bias dynamics or maximum traction on demand. Driving dynamics and driver engagement. Mission X, mechanical and aerodynamic superiority designed to hold the road-legal Nürburgring Nordschleife lap record. It achieves this through an adaptive underbody active aero package generating downforce levels exceeding the 911 GT3Rs. Lexus LFA BEV, software and tactile emotion. Lexus prioritizes sensory feedback over absolute lap times. The engineering team is developing a steer-by-wire system with synthetic haptic feedback alongside an experimental software-simulated manual transmission, complete with a physical clutch pedal and virtual gear shifts, to preserve the mechanical immersion of the original V10 LFA. Price and market positioning. Because both vehicles are halo hypercars produced in limited numbers, they carry ultra-exclusive price tags that reflect their technological showcase status. Porsche Mission X, estimated base price $2,000,000,000, $2,500,000 plus USD. Lexus LFA BEV, estimated base price $500,000, $800,000 plus USD. Summary. Porsche Mission X sits in the multi-million-dollar hypercar tier, targeting track enthusiasts who prioritize maximum performance, carbon construction, and lap record capabilities. Lexus LFA BEV targets the $500K plus exotic supercar tier, delivering an accessible combination of daily usability, futuristic solid-state technology, and novel driver engagement mechanics like simulated manual shifting.